Good morning. Today is Friday, August 9th, 2024. I've quoted to you before from a remarkable novel, Us Against You, written by Fredrik Backman, and I really recommend you read Backman's novels. They're really incredible. But here's just one line. Grief is the price we pay for love. A broken heart in exchange for a whole one. We grieve and mourn the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, 2,000 years ago, and we continue today to mourn that because we loved it. We loved how it brought us closer to God. We loved how it brought us closer to each other, that the entire Jewish people would gather there 3 times every year for the festivals. We grieve and mourn the exile of the Jewish people because we love Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, everything about it. We love the people, we love the land, we love the air, we love the holiness. And if we have not yet moved back there, we miss it. We are incomplete living outside Israel. We grieve and mourn those who sacrificed their lives on and since October 7th, those who were murdered, fallen in battle, captured, evacuated from their homes in the south and the north. And we all mourn that because each person is our brother and our sister, and we love them. And so our mourning, our grief, is the price we pay for the love we have for them. Yes, grief is the price we pay for love. Grief is constructive. It's terrible. But whatever, whoever we grieve defines us by what we love. The danger in which all too many find themselves is when grief consumes us. It's natural that as time goes by, we are able to slowly, gradually re-enter normal life. Not the same. The loss never goes away. But gradually, we can function. What happens if we can't? What happens when, for whatever reason, we are stuck in our mourning? Then we need help. We need the help of family. We need the help of friends. We need the help of professionals. We need the help of sensitive rabbis. But even the most sensitive rabbi cannot take the place of a professional therapist or counselor when that is indicated. So what I want to share with you very briefly this morning is not a substitute for any of that, but simply a remarkable story that makes 2 points. I heard this story from Sivan Rahav Meir, and this was told by Meirav Berger. Meirav Berger lives in Israel. Her daughter, Agam, was kidnapped on October 7th. She was serving on an army base near the border with Gaza. And as you remember, that army base was overrun, and she and others were taken captive. Listen to what Meirav said. After the 7th of October, I cut myself off completely from the world and became dysfunctional. This is the story she's telling. People asked me if there was anyone who could help, and I answered, Rabbi Aharon Levy. I don't personally know this rabbi, but what Meirav says is I listened to his Torah talks. Again, I just have to interject. Again, no matter how sensitive the rabbi, it's not a substitute. A rabbi should never think that they are a substitute for a professional, but I'm just telling you the story the way it happened. She said Rabbi Aharon Levy, apparently she had never met him, but she had listened to him. He came to visit and sat on our balcony where I sat holding a large picture of Agam, her daughter. He looked at the picture, looked at me, and looked at the picture again. And he asked me what I thought was most difficult for Agam right now. What is she going through? What's the most difficult part of what she, in this unimaginable horror of being held hostage by Hamas, what is the most difficult thing for Agam right now? And Meirav says, without hesitation, I answered, worrying about me. And then Rabbi Levy said, so don't give her a reason to worry. This single sentence changed me. I was no longer frozen. Agam was certainly worried about me, but why should I give her a reason to worry? And so I began to overcome the shock, to function again, and to ask the nation of Israel to be strengthened for her sake. That's story number one. Now story number two. After that, it was Eli, Agam's younger brother's bar mitzvah. That's her son's bar mitzvah. Her daughter is captive in Israel, and her son is having a bar mitzvah. I was connected to Rabbi Mendy from the Chabad of our town, Cholon. Cholon is in the southern part of Tel Aviv. We came to plan the bar mitzvah with Rabbi Mendy on a Thursday. This is to plan the bar mitzvah. On a Thursday, which is the day that they, the Chabad in Cholon, they do a ton of chesed before Shabbat. They were packaging food for the needy. They gather food, they package it, they deliver it to people in need in Cholon. There are many poor people there. So she had come, not for this, she had come to speak to this rabbi about planning the bar mitzvah. But suddenly we found ourselves packaging packages and distributing them with all the volunteers. This was another moment that took me out of despair. Giving to others really helped and gave me the strength to face the world. Thank you, Meirav. I think these stories, not a substitute for professional help, but I think these stories teach us great lessons about what to go through and how to try to become unstuck. May God heal all the broken hearts of God's people. My friends, I wish you a good day, a beautiful and meaningful Shabbos, and I look forward to seeing you soon in person.